Hey fight fans, welcome back to Greatest Hits here on Boxing Legends TV. Today we'll be taking a look at the 1990s Fighter of the Decade and former Olympic silver medalist Roy Jones Jr. Jones Jr. turned April 3rd, 1992. Roy had already racked up 16 wins, all by way of knockout, and was ready to square off with Art Serrano in Reno, Nevada.
Obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now, let's get to it.
Or was a 10-way part, and he lost on a 3-2 decision of the Olympic Award.
Roy started fast, and after just a few seconds, it was apparent that Serrano would be lucky to make it to round 2. And that's when Roy landed the punch that would later be remembered as the exorcism of Serrano.
He says, I don't have to be, I'm nothing, I already am his father.
Oh my! Big right hand by Roy Jones. That will finish it. Just forget about it. Art Serrano got hit with an overhand right. It's the lead right. No, it's a small jab as a rangefinder went in before it. And Art Serrano, who told me today, he thought he was scoring the knockout.
May 22nd, 1990. Roy faced off with Bernard Hopkins for the vacant IBF middleweight title at the RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. Both men had built up impressive winning streaks, Jones being undefeated in his 21 bouts, and Hopkins on a 22-fight win streak since a loss in his pro debut.
Unless we touch him. Touch him up. Come on. God bless. Let's rock.
Trying to become Philadelphia's first middleweight champion ever. Would you believe it? He's gaining confidence, but maybe he loses some after that right hand by Jones. Hopkins is one. Spent 4 years in prison doing hard time for a chain snatching.
Good combinations by Roy Jones. Right hand, left hook, and there's another left hook, right hand.
Right hand landed inside for Jones.
Again, an unorthodox punch, Jim. I mean, these are combinations I've never seen before.
After a closely contested fight, the decision was left to the judges at ringside.
To 112 for the winner by unanimous decision, and now the IBF middleweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
November 18th, 1990. Roy faced off with rising star James Toney at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada. The fight was being built up as the best middleweight fight of the 90s, with Jones being undefeated in his 26 fights and Toney undefeated in his first 46 bouts. Someone's O had to go.
There's a quick right hand by Jones, and it looked okay there. Couple of body shots by Jones.
He's not protecting his chin. He got it up there, though.
Toney hasn't found many openings.
And there was the quickness of Jones again. He made Toney miss and nailed him with 2 of those unorthodox punches. They come from all angles.
Roy started off better, throwing fast combinations and leaping left hooks in the opening rounds. And then, in round 3, he scored the first and only knockdown in the fight.
Showboating by Jones. He tempts fate, I think. Left hook, and down goes Toney.
You know, his seat never hit the canvas.
But they're going to call it a knockdown anyway.
Being completely outsped in this fight so far.
Jones looks fast against everybody, but he certainly looked faster against Toney than some might have suspected.
Roy continued to dominate the fight, landing unorthodox punches from angles so unusual and unprecedented that even a defensive master like James Toney could do nothing about it. September 30th, 1995. Jones defended his IBF crown against rugged tough man Tony Thornton in his hometown of Pensacola, Florida.
Protect yourself at all times. Shake hands. Come out boxing at the bell.
Hard left hook by Jones. Thornton protecting himself as Roy tries to come with another left hook. Now Roy getting fancy as he polo punches with the right hand.
Roy was having a punch-perfect performance in the first 2 rounds, and just on the bell he landed a leaping left hook.
It was before the bell. It was before the bell. Thornton gets up easily. Can't punch back.
Come on, Tony, gotta fire. Gotta fire, Tony. Gotta fire. That's it. That's it. That's it.
That'll do it. Utterly destroying an opponent who had never previously been knocked out in a 44-fight professional career.
And that looked like about a 44-punch combination.
October 4th, 1996. Jones faced 16-0 unbeaten prospect Bryant Brannon in Madison Square Gardens, and Brannon made his intentions known as soon as the first bell rang.
See the muscles bulging as he races across the ring and launches a wild right to the body, and Roy Jones stands in a peekaboo as Bryant Brannon throws about 8 wing punches in a row.
Although Brannon started explosively, it was clear that it had little effect on Jones, who simply sucked it up and then unleashed his own punches.
Here we go. And again, Brannon having trouble for the moment, staying on his feet, Lipton watching closely. Jones blinding Brannon with his overwhelming hand speed. They were so psyched for the possibility of Bryant putting up a big fight against Roy Jones. And their man is...
Jones felt Brannon had taken enough punishment and that the ref should have stopped the fight, but Jones was told to continue, and so he did.
And then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay. A convincing case.
I'm with you.
November 20. Second, 1996. Just 1 month after his KO over Bryant Brannon, Jones decided it was time to move up from super middleweight to light heavyweight, and he challenged the 3-weight world champion and respected 175-pounder Mike the Body Snatcher McCallum for the WBC interim title.
Down when he jabs. This boy can make you pay. Roy Jones can make you pay for dropping your hand.
As he just did there with a counter right over the top of McCallum's jab. Certainly McCallum is following his fight plan. Roy Jones lands a right cross. McCallum takes it pretty well.
Jones looked just as sharp and fast as he did at his previous weight and won a complete shutout on the judges' scorecards in a 12-round unanimous decision.
Two, three, good. Jab cross, good. And then jab, jab, 2, 3, jab cross hook, jab cross hook. 1, 2, 3, jab cross hook, side, side, back, under, good. 1, 2, 3, now you're turning outside forward.
March 21st, 1997. Jones faced undefeated WBC light heavyweight champion Montel Griffin at the Taj Mahal Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Despite Roy scoring a knockdown in round 7, the judges rightfully had the fight even on the scorecards, and in round 9, Jones would lose his first fight in 35 due to what appeared to be an act of desperation or perhaps just a mistake in the moment.
Big right hand, and Griffin is hurt. No question about it, Griffin is hurt.
Jones looking to finish. Griffin wobbling a little bit. Jones comes in and lands the right hand lead again. And a couple of left hooks. And Griffin's knee goes down. And Jones lands 2 punches after Griffin's knee was on the canvas. And now Griffin slumps forward. And Tony Perez starts the count.
We are being told that Roy Jones is going to be disqualified and will lose his title.
New Jersey State Commissioner
I don't think
Larry
they have any
Hazzard
other
is in the
choice.
ring.
They have no choice. Can they overrule the referee?
Jones got his rematch against Montel Griffin and would silence critics as he scored a first-round knockout to win the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship.
With 50 seconds to go in round number 1. Huge round for Roy Jones so far.
Roy Jones is playing the fainting game, and Griffin is benefiting by it. Oh, what a left hook. What a left hook.
Second knockdown of the round.
That was a leaping left hook, and Griffin may not survive it.
He's got trouble. And that's that. Jones gets his vindication via a first round knockout.
April 25th, 1998. Jones faced arguably the greatest light heavyweight from the previous 10 years, Virgil Hill, who had made 22 title defenses at 175 pounds. The opening rounds were tentative, but Jones appeared to be getting the better of his man, and then in round 4, Jones would land a body shot that is still regarded today as one of the most brutal punches ever landed, breaking multiple ribs.
Virgil's making it difficult for him.
Oh, so that is a big shot by Jones, and a terrific shot. Hill may not be able to get up. He's acting as if he broke a rib. What a titanic shot by Roy Jones Jr. And that's it.
One shot to the ribs. Mike, look at it, he's still slumping down. What a shot.
What a bomb by Roy Jones, and a guy that has not put fighters away with the right hand or with the one punch. We've seen the left hand all the way, and that is a new way for
2003. Jones would make the leap from light heavy all the way up to heavyweight, taking on WBA world champion John Ruiz, who had won his title from the great Evander Holyfield just a year prior.
He's the best fighter in the world today, and he makes it look easy. But he's never been hit by a heavyweight. So when Roy Jones Jr. steps up to the ultimate division, when he takes on heavyweight champ John Ruiz, he better be ready, or he's gonna learn they don't call him heavyweights for nothing.
When I tell you to break, I want you to break. Step up. Let's go to work.
Right hand over the top by Jones. Already Jay Nady has been very active.
When you can see Jones have that much time and nothing
Solid left hook. And Ruiz comes back with his own left hook and lands the first big right hand. And Jones lands a left in return. And they're fighting in the center of the ring.
Despite Jones suffering a 33-pound weight disadvantage, he had little problem in the fight and won a 12-round unanimous decision.
Mr. Dulu sees the bout 118 to 110. All three in favor of the winner. Joining boxing's elite, the new WBA heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
This would be Roy Jones' last graceful victory. Despite moving back down to light heavyweight in his next fight and defeating Antonio Tarver, Roy looked a shell of his prime self, and in their rematch, Roy suffered a brutal knockout defeat that he would never fully recover from. He lost 8 more fights to people he would most likely have destroyed in his prime, and won 14 against no notable names outside of a washed-up Felix Trinidad in 2008. enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like as it really helps out our channel. Until next time, this is Boxing Legends TV signing off.
Tennessee and John Tate. This came at about
Roy Jones to end a fight, and that is just dynamic.
That's you learn something every time you see this man get in the ring. You wonder how his punches would do to the chins of heavyweight. That punch drops anybody in any division.
March 1st, 2000.
7, 8, 9, 10.
His next opponent was much more serious, but not on the list of top fighters. His name was Alvin Lewis. Ali finished his 39th fight by TKO in the 11th round again.
You may call the old Muhammad Ali, sprinkle it away there, really giving them the business. And it looks as though Eskin feels that that's enough.
For the second time, after beating his boyhood idol Floyd Patterson, who, by the way, ended his career after this fight, Muhammad fought Bob Foster, knocking him out in 8 rounds. The next knockout of Ali's career would be a long time away.
More with Joe Frazier, of course. Henry Cooper hooked him over in 1963, but he just crumbled there like a pack of cards, Foster.
Ali could not knock out his opponents in 5 fights in a row, among which was Muhammad's second career loss, the offender being Ken Norton. But Ali, in which almost no one believed, gave a crazy fight against the terrible and unbeaten George Foreman. By the 8th round, George lost his last strength, and Ali, right before the signal for the end of the round, made a right-left-right combination that shocked the young champion. He was on the ropes, then Muhammad made a precise attack that sent Foreman to the floor of the ring. It was a great fight.
Another sneaky right hand. This time he worked over the shoulder of Foreman. This is a combination.
After the fight with Foreman, Ali was at the peak of fame. The newly minted world champion had his first title defense against Chuck Wepner. Even though Muhammad won, he sent his opponent to technical knockout in only 15 rounds. His next opponent was Ron Lyle, who was knocked out by TKO in round 11.
Ali signaled to the ref to stop it, but the ref hasn't stopped it. Lyle just stands and takes it.
After his third fight against Joe Frazier, Ali won. His new opponent was Jean-Pierre Koopman, and Ali handled him reasonably quickly, knocking him out in the 5th round.
Yes, I think. 6 count. Oh, combination. 5 in a row. Left and right too fast. Koopman is down.
The last knockout of Muhammad Ali was carried out in his 54th fight. After this fight, the champion slowly gave up, even though he had won 3 more fights with a great effort. The last knockout was quite spectacular. In the 5th round, Richard Dunn fell. So let's enjoy the last knockout of the great boxer.
Knees are jelly. Oh, what a right hand. It's all over. It's all over. Muhammad Ali has beaten Richard Dunn.
At the end of his career, Ali had seriously messed up his stats, losing 3 fights out of 4. Still, it doesn't change the fact that Muhammad is one of the greatest heavyweights ever. With 56 wins, 37 of them by KO, he proved it. And now a question: which of his knockouts did you like the most? We're waiting for your answer in the comments.